This boy hates studying extremely, because in his eyes, all numbers and letters will turn into spiders, climb onto his body. On the table, he called for 3rd grade to read twice. I don't even know the answer to 3 times 9. The teacher said he was an idiot. Parents say he's not serious, but they don't know. This is actually a very common disease. Dyslexia. 20 out of every 100 people are troubled by this disease. Mingming's IQ is normal or even high, but it's just difficult to learn. I can't even read a book. Reading and writing disabilities are actually easy to correct. But unfortunately, because no one understands these potential geniuses, I was treated like an idiot. This day, my parents were called to the principal's office. The principal said, he shouldn't be studying here, he should go to a special school, he has an intellectual problem. My parents are silent. On the way back, Mom couldn't help but cry. For my son, he resigned at home, wholeheartedly tutoring him in his studies, but now others say he's an idiot. Dad comforts Mom, this is not your fault. This excited stick is the father of filial piety. I think my son is just playful, just not working hard. He decided to give Isha a tough night. Dad announced that he would send Yixia to a military-managed technical school. Wang Bailin became famous. What is this? Get flustered. She desperately begged her father for mercy, but Dad doesn't listen, still sent him away. Arriving at school, the principal and parents guarantee no problem. We can tame any kind of wild child. My parents left cruelly. He can only be forced to accept the best fate in the eyes of his parents. Coming to a new school, a summer season, seems a bit out of place. Everything here needs to be answered according to the rules. Can only say standard answers. Painting should follow the prescribed shape. Otherwise, we'll just play the game. Yixia's nature is suppressed to death. He who was originally lively, became increasingly silent. But here it is, no one pays attention to his emotions. All summer, I can only hide in the bathroom and cry in the middle of the night. Due to being unable to keep up with the learning progress, plus the teacher's negation, classmates' ridicule, a little older. Finally, I couldn't bear to leave when my family visited him. Run circles around the playground. It seems like this can reveal inner unease and fear, although parents are worried. But there's nothing we can do about it. To comfort my brother, sent him his favorite watercolor pen. Mom hugged him to sleep. This is the happiest moment of the summer. But the next day, my family has left. He watched them leave in despair. The underground sky's grey again. Hide the once favorite paintbrush, as if to say goodbye to the past. It can be said that, if no one comes to save him, maybe this child's life will be ruined. Can you believe that this clown is actually an art teacher? He will play the flute later, flip somersaults later, even twisting their buttocks in front of their classmates. Does it look serious? But he has something worth learning from for all those who don't understand education. He really cares about every student in class from the bottom of his heart. The teacher found all the children doodling. Only one boy never touched a pen from beginning to end. Take a serious look. Another time the teacher passed by the classroom. Just find out. Kneeling at the entrance. He walked over to inquire about the situation. But it's like being scared. Grasping the doorframe tightly and burying his head. Is this the state that a 9-year-old boy should have? The teacher is very worried about finding classmates to understand the situation. Classmate, let's talk about it. Poor learning, especially reading and writing. No matter how hard you try, you won't be able to learn. Teacher seems thoughtful. Return to the office. Flipped through all the homework books. The Red Cross and Red Cross are all errors. But keep reading from book to book. The teacher noticed an error. Actually, there are traces that can be traced back to B.S. and T. Teacher, let me know. Not stupid. He just has dyslexia. He set off immediately. So I came to Yixia's house. Let Yixia's parents take out their previous homework books. As expected, it's also full of red forks. This is a piece of paper, dropped out of the notebook. He opened it and took a look. Surprise question. Who drew this? Mom said it was painted during the summer. The teacher was surprised. Can you draw now? You know. In class, I've never painted it in a summer. Mom said she loves drawing very much. So I took my teacher to visit my room for a whole summer. The entire room was filled with summer's fantasies. Looking at Uzziah's paintings, the teacher couldn't help but sigh. What an imaginative child this is. He doesn't understand why his parents send their children to boarding school. Dad said, can you imagine him still failing after 2 third-grade exams? Not like our boss. Every door is number 1. He is the last to last in every door. Teacher asked, so what do you think is his problem? Dad said, of course, he has no intention of learning in his attitude. Not obedient at all. The teacher smiled and said, do you know why he did the wrong question? Dad didn't answer. Why do you say it forcefully? Wrong. It's just wrong. The teacher showed them the homework book. It's not that he didn't learn well when he wrote B as B. He just knows how to make similar characters. His problem lies in his handwriting recognition. This is called dyslexia in medicine. At this moment, Dad was in a hurry. What do you mean? My son is mentally disabled. At this point, the teacher picked up a packaging box. Let Dad read the words on it. Should it be? Its fruit can be written here, that's all. You don't mean to wait for someone like you. Later on I can also give it to you. Ah. Choose that person. Dad just wanted to refute, but suddenly stopped. Isn't that why he criticized zonization? But instead, we continued to talk to them about science, literacy, reading disabilities. Dad, the more he listens, the more he takes it seriously, the teacher said to think about it, a 9-year-old child. No matter how hard you try, I can't even read or write, always receiving criticism and blows. So all I had to do was pretend that I couldn't pretend that I couldn't. But as parents, but never considering his mood, Dad retorted that, can't feel it no. You send another middle 3. The teacher is angry. What do you call excellence? No matter his abilities or dreams, take a path that's not suitable for him. At this point, Dad is silent. Where does he know what his son's dreams are? The next day, the teacher told a story in class, said there was such a boy, he doesn't know how to read. I can't write either. Words are his enemies. Everyone likes to dance in front of him, causing him both fear and pain. Do you know who he is? Think to yourself, isn't that me? He is afraid that the teacher will say his name in front of his classmates, afraid that his classmates would laugh at him after knowing his flaws. To be honest, there are many celebrities with learning disability in history, like inventors Edison and Darwin, even Picasso, although they all have difficulties in writing and reading. But it doesn't hinder them from making great achievements at all. Listen here for a moment. The light in my eyes is back. Teacher, please let me know. Will treat me. Sally passed by an American. Where he prepared it. Who none? The one that impressed me deeply. Afterwards, the teacher began to provide tutoring alone. Teach him to recognize characters by drawing. Under this unique educational approach, Isha, gradually improving. Gradually able to write correct words. Write the complete sentence again, under the care of the teacher. Once. Picked up the paintbrush again. Participated in a painting competition organized by the teacher. Isha handed the words to the teacher. The teacher was very pleased to see it, and when Isha saw the teacher, directly stunned. I won the first place in the last summer. This is the first time in his life that he's been recognized. Shed tears in excitement, threw himself into the teacher's arms. This teacher is great, because he saved a star. Use your own love and care to make him shine again. After a period of time, Dad went to school again to find a teacher. He proudly wore a suit and said to the teacher, they have read all the papers on reading disabilities, to prove to the teacher that they are not parents who do not care about their sons. But the teacher smiled. Tell Dad. What is caring about? It's a hug. One sentence, I love you. Still the same thing. I already know. After listening, Dad felt ashamed. He turned around and wanted to leave, but was stopped by the teacher. The teacher told a story. Legend has it that people want a tree to disappear. I won't go directly to kill him, but kept cursing him, so the tree will wither and die. Dad left the office in a daze. At this moment, he happened to meet at the door. After careful guidance from the teacher, he can already recognize the words on the poster. Look at the one you're practicing. Dad's tears welled up in an instant. He turned around and ran away. End of semester. Parents go to school to pick up the principal. Hold the cover of the school magazine to confirm the winning work. Watching my son's works full of spiritual energy, watching his smile reappear. This man who's been wearing a black face all along, crying like a child at this moment. At this moment, he finally understood. His self-righteous love almost destroyed a shining star. How many such orangutans are still overlooked in life? Okay. This concludes the current period. Remember to pay attention to Xiao Kai in the film Wilderness. More exciting in the next issue.